So for your actions this year, what do you need to lean all the way into? And this year you have the Emperor. This is really about becoming an authority in your life. This is a year that you are being encouraged to really draw some hard lines in the sand. This is about being very clear about your boundaries. It's about being really clear on what is an absolute hard no for you. And it's also a time for you to start thinking about the institutions that you are a part of. Whether this is the place that you work at, maybe it's your local library, it could be, how you interact with the local community. All of those things are absolutely possible. For some of you, this does suggest that maybe, just like a Sagittarius, you're going back to school in some way, shape or form. Now, this might not necessarily, it could be formal education for a lot of you, but it might not necessarily be full time. This could be something that you study part time. Another way that this maybe shows up as well is that this is about you really creating a solid foundation for yourself and commanding your environment in a way that feels like you are in control. Your first card out for 2025 is, give us a good one. Not that they're all good. So you've got the Judgment card, right? So what this tells me is 2025 is going to be quite a big year for you. This is going to be a year that really calls you to act in a way that really sees you consolidating your knowledge and also your personal power base, whatever that might mean to you. Now, in terms of the Judgment card, remember this card is the blast from the past. And it's also like, I like to see this as where we culminate the lessons of the past. We assimilate them into our present experience and we are able to move forward that much more empowered in some way, shape or form. Now, the fact that you have this in January, right, straight out of the gate, means that you are being called to action this year. This is not a year to sit by idly and sort of do nothing and just let life happen. This is about being an active participant in it. Now, January, straight out of the gate, although this is going to be a slower start to the year, remember we're starting with a Jupiter retrograde, we're starting with a Mars retrograde. And so what this means is, this year is going to put you in a space where you start the year a bit more reflective, your energy's a bit more inward turning, because Jupiter is your ruling planet. It's in the sign of Gemini, so it's really getting you to change your thinking and also see the meaning and the higher wisdom behind a lot of your thought processes, your patterns, and also the information that up until now you have thought was valuable in some way, shape or form. Now, the other thing with this, January may very well bring you a big blast from the past in some way, shape or form. It may also see you connecting with people, places or things from your past that maybe you thought were long since out of your life. So that's very possible with the Judgment card. It could also be that for some of you, maybe you find a meaning to something from your history or even a connection from your history that at this point makes that much more sense to you. So I'm going to get one destiny card, one direction card for each month. Let's flesh this out. So for your direction card, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. So what this tells me is January is going to be a big month of change when it comes to your work, your career and your profession. The 8 of Pentacles is your work. It is your job. It's what you're doing when it comes to your job and your work. And it's also, the 8 of Pentacles is about generating money and resources from or through the career. So the fact that you've got this coupled with the Judgment card, this could actually be a year where you decide, you know what, I'm going for that pay rise, I'm going for that promotion. It could see you more focused maybe than ever on how you start to generate resources from the work that you do. And maybe this is based on, because you've got the Judgment card, maybe you're bringing an old revenue stream back into your world, or you're choosing to repurpose an old skill, an old endeavor, and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to go for it now. Love this for you. So as we come into February, Mars is going to go direct on the 24th of the month. February 4th is going to be your ruling planet, Jupiter goes direct. So this is where we start to feel that slow down and grind as things sort of start to move forward again.